all this ish is a effing illusion. Don't believe anything. Nothing is real. You control your own destiny. One of my favorite songs is Old Crown by King Laws. King Laws is my favorite rapper. I think he's better than Kendrick, and he sounds like Kendrick. But I think he's better than every rapper that I've ever listened to. Yeah, so towards the end of the song, he says, he said, all this is an illusion. Don't believe anything. Nothing is real. You control your destiny. I remember when I first heard that part, because that's already what I was thinking. I had to press pause and I was like, this is insane. And I was loving the song. Like the way he says it on the song, I was like, I've been telling y'all that life is a dream. If you ask me, what do I believe? I will tell you that this is a dream. It's not real. At least not in the way that you assume it is, right? Like there are a lot of things that are happening that you think are real and they're not. Consider the possibility that this really might be a dream. That would mean that Benedictine, the truth, is not real. That will mean that prison called life is not real. Leo Gura is not real. Til Swan is not real. Sideris is not real. I don't know what other channels you watch, but it will mean that all the people that you think are real are not real. The celebrities that you follow, Jay is not real. Kendrick is not real. Laws is not real. My favorite movie director is, not sure if I'm gonna get his name right, Christopher Wallens, the guy who produced, there's this movie, what is it called, man? Other than Inception, there's this movie where everything was happening backwards. Like, I thought that was insane. I forgot what it's called, but it's a very brilliant, like that guy, man, like he makes my kind of movies, you know what I mean? Like Inception is, come on. So that means he's not real. That don't mean that you made everything up. Everything that you think is real, you made it all up. As many of you know, my favorite TV show of all time is called Atlanta, bruh. It was made by Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. I will call it the best TV show ever made. I've watched Game of Thrones, I've watched The Sopranos, I've watched Breaking Bad, I've watched, oh damn, I forgot the name of this TV series. It's actually insanely good. About this family that got involved in some drug dealer thing. The main character's guy, his wife cheated on him with her boss, and then I forgot what the name of the TV show is, but it's also brilliant. I've watched Prison Break. I've watched I've watched all the shows that people say are great, and I'm telling you that Atlanta is my favorite TV show of all time. Like, I don't know if there's anything that can beat Atlanta, bro. The last episode of Atlanta is called It Was All a Dream. What's so good about the show is that, okay, you can see that there are a lot of weird things that are happening. You don't understand why these things are happening. And then in the end, unlike, when I'm sure a lot of you have watched the movie Inception. In the movie Inception, you knew it was about dreams, right? You knew. So the show Atlanta, you don't know it's about dreams. You think that what is happening is real, and then the last episode is called It Was All a Dream. It was all a dream. So people still wanna debate whether everything that happened in the show was a dream or there were some things that were real. But the show is called It Was All a Dream. I mean, the episode is called It Was All a Dream. Like, all of it was a dream. Very brilliant TV show. The last part of the TV show, my favorite character was watching Judge Judy. The only way he was able to tell whether he was dreaming or not dreaming was through Judge Judy. If she had a thick ass, it meant he was dreaming. If she didn't have a thick ass, it meant that he was not dreaming. That's what he believed. Just like in the movie Inception, right? Like they had a totem to determine whether they're dreaming or not. The way it ended, it was so good. He made peace with everything. He just watched and then he smiled. They didn't show us whether he was dreaming or not. And the show ended. There's a place in my head that I go when I'm feeling low. There's a song that I play whenever I'm sad, feeling. That's the best ending, bro. I've never seen a TV show end like that. Like, it's the best ending. But yeah, the way it ended, the guy was just sitting watching TV and he just smiled. It was after he stole a car and there were police sirens in the background, meaning that they were coming after him. But he just made peace with everything. He just smiled. It was all a dream. So the question that I want to ask you is, what if I'm right? What if it really is a dream? Yes, there are some of you who tell me that, no, Benedict, you're wrong. It's not a dream. Yes. But let me ask you a question. What if I'm right? What if it really is a dream? Yes, we don't really know what's going on and you just can't be too sure, right? When it comes to some beliefs, you have to take a leap of faith, you know? You can never know for sure what is going on. So you have to take a leap of faith and say, okay, look, I've lived, I have a lot of experiences in this world, and this is what I believe about it. I think it really is a dream. Yes, it doesn't look like a dream. It feels real, but I feel like things that happen in this dream are way too convenient for it to not be a dream, right? I think it's you just have to make that decision to believe that. Like, you have to take the leap of faith, you know. But let me ask you, what if it was all a dream? How would you live your life if this was all a dream, for real? Do you feel like you'd be free if this was all a dream and you knew that it was all a dream? Do you think you'd still suffer the way that you're suffering? You think it doesn't matter whether it's a dream or not? Like, the truth does not matter. Would you be too invested in the story? Would you have regrets? Would you look at the past and be like, I regret what I did? Or you feel like, you know what, maybe I can change the past? Because if it's all a dream, then maybe even the past can be changed. Maybe you can jump from this timeline to another timeline where some things that you used to remember happening never happened, actually. So in the realm that you find yourself in, what happened in this realm didn't happen, especially the things that you don't want to be true. Because we stress a lot as people. And I think that's our biggest mistake. We are too invested in the story. Like this I'm going to emphasize on this for a while, because I see truth in it when I tell you that one of the biggest mistakes that we're making is that we put too much energy on the story itself. So we take reality too damn seriously, like more seriously than we should take it. And the answer is in not taking it seriously, right? Like, things happen and you'd be like, yeah, it happened, whatever, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You get betrayed and you'll be like, whatever. I do not care. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to do my thing. Because human beings betray other human beings in this realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't even surprise you anymore. You just be like, I don't care. I'm not going to take this seriously. It's part of the story. And that's how I'm going to look at it. It's all part of the story. Because it's all a dream. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. The mistake that I made is that I took it seriously. It's all a dream. Don't take it seriously. Do not make yourself suffer by taking this seriously. A person can come to you and insult you, and you do not take it seriously. You just be like, all right, you're insulting me, it's fine. I remember when I was working as a teacher, I was working at this school in this village, and people from that village didn't really like me. I mean, the students liked me, but the people themselves didn't really like me because I came from another village, and where I stay, they want to employ people who stay in the same village as teachers, right? So and like the people who work there, they stayed in the village. So there was this student who lost a book. When this student lost a book, I told him that he needs to buy it. He needs to tell his parents to buy it. So this lady, his mother, she came to the school, and she was talking nonsense about me. She was shouting, all that thing. She was talking about me, so everyone knew she was talking about me, right? She went to the principal office and she didn't stop talking. And then the principal called me. When I entered the room, she kept quiet, like completely quiet. I was surprised. I was like, but you were talking and I heard you. And then I talked to the kid. I was like, you have to buy the book. You lost the book, buy the book. And then I looked at her and I greeted her. I said, how are you, Mama? She said, I'm fine, and you? I said, I'm fine. And then I left. If I went to that room, to that office actually, if I went to the office and I started to match her energy, I told her that I'm like, what you saying hurt me. She'll have got me, bro. She's a woman. A woman can say anything, bro. She could have said a lot of things. But because I carried myself as a gentleman, I was like, and I didn't really care. There was nothing she can do. She found out that the guy is chilled. I remember I beat this kid. Hey, sometimes as a teacher, I mean, come on. Like students can, they do need to be disciplined sometimes, right? So, I beat this kid as a way to discipline him. Not like in an abusive way, I used a stick to beat him on the hand, right? As a way to discipline him. He cried and went home, got his mother. His mother is a lady that I actually grew up with. When they came to school together, she was talking, and everyone could hear. She didn't know it was me who punished him, who disciplined him actually. Not even like, I can't even say I disciplined him. Let's put it that way. When she saw me, I went to her. She was still talking when she saw me, and the kid pointed at me, and I just went to her and I greeted the kid, and I kept my cool the whole time. She was talking, and then she went down, and we ended up having a very good conversation, and she realized that she was actually, like, what she did was actually not right, to just leave whatever she was doing to come to school because I disciplined a child. Like, she just realized that. Why? Because I went down and I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I decided that I'm not going to match her energy. Like, I'm just going to chill. So the problem is that we take this seriously. Sometimes people will provoke you, and if you don't react, they'll respect you. That will happen, I'm telling you. And you probably have seen this in your own life. Someone disrespects you and you say nothing and you keep your cool and you don't even pay attention to them. You just continue to do what you're doing. They will realize that, okay, this person is not keeping quiet because, they're afraid or anything like that. They just smart. That person will respect you forever, right? Like, you will have taught that person a lesson. I've seen people who have disrespected me. When they meet me, The second time, they show me a lot of respect and I'll be like, what the heck is going on? That's how reality works. What you call reality, that's how it works. Sometimes it will put you in a situation where you must be emotional, and you don't become emotional, you don't even react, you do nothing. It's going to reward you for that. That's what I've realized. That's why I'm telling you that you must not take it seriously. The moment you take it seriously, the moment you lose. If you have been taking it seriously, it's fine. Stop taking it seriously. You'll see that there will be changes in your own life. It's all a dream for real. All right, it's the hardest thing to believe, but it is a dream. It's not real. It's not real in the way that you think it is. I mean, why would it need to be a dream? Like, when you think deeply about it, think about it, man. Try to imagine how life began and tell me how it can possibly not be a dream. It's in someone's imagination. You get what I'm saying? It's not like randomly, it will not happen that we have different conscious beings that started to exist because the Big Bang happened. It's all happening inside someone's mind. All of it, it's someone's dream. As hard as it is to believe, that is the final truth. It is all a dream. It is not real. What I'm teaching myself, guys, is to not give energy to what I don't want. It's not easy. Like, things will happen that will demand your attention. But if you keep on refusing to give these things attention, if it's things that you don't want, trust me, things are going to, like, you're not feeding the icons, you're not feeding the demiurge, basically. You're not feeding the matrix itself, you're not feeding the illusion. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. You are not feeding the illusion. This reminds me of this movie. I forgot the name of the movie, but it's about this famous scientist. It was based on a true story. So this guy, he was very intelligent. He was a scientist, very, very intelligent. But he had schizophrenia. So he had friends that didn't exist, that he believed that they existed, and they used to tell him things. They used to tell him how to act, how to behave, and he will trust them. This reminds me of the movie Joker, when Joker thought he had a girlfriend, but in fact, it was someone that he knew, but then he thought she actually did love him, and they dated, but all of it was happening in his imagination. So I think he also had a girlfriend, but she was not real. All of everything that was happening, or not everything, but yeah, the people that he thought were his best friends were not real. So it took time for him to come to terms with the fact that the friends that he thought he had were not real. So towards the end of the movie, when he was old, because he dealt with it the most when he was young, when he was old, he was asked by someone, because people knew that he had schizophrenia. He used to see people that were not there. So someone asked him a very important question. Okay, do you still see those people? And he said, yes. And they asked, how do you deal with these people? And he said, I just pretend like they're not there. That's it. You have to pretend as if your problems are not there, Just live as if you don't have those problems. The moment you live as if those problems exist, the moment you give them power, the more you power the negative side of your experiences, basically. So when they talk about the law of attraction, people think that it's just about thinking positive thing. No, it's not even about that. That's not going to work. It's about not paying attention to what you don't want. Right? It's about not paying attention to what you do not want. That's it. If someone gives you a compliment and another person tells you the opposite, pay attention to who gave you a compliment and always remember the compliment. Don't tell yourself that, the person that gave me a compliment, it was lying. Sometimes you can be like that. You choose to believe the negative things, even if there are positive things you to believe, right? It's one of the biggest mistakes that I used to make. If a girl said I was cute, and then someone else said I wasn't, I would believe the one who's saying that I'm not. Right? But that's just being negative. It's like, no, there are positive things, but you're not looking at these positive things. You're only looking at the negative things, and you give power to the negative things. What that does to your mind is it makes you view the world in a very negative way. And I don't mean, like, listen, we're in a hell room for real. That I'm not gonna lie to you about. But I just mean that in your own experiences, there are things that are not bad, but you feel that are bad because you're only choosing to see the negative things. It's like if there's a person who actually cares about you, but because you believe no one cares about you, you're always looking for evidence that that person who cares about you doesn't care about you. That's the evidence that you're looking for. So if they make a mistake once, that's it. You forget all the good things that they've done. You only focus on that one negative thing because you are focusing on the negative things. You're always looking for something that confirms that what you believe is the truth. You see the problem? So it's important to understand your own mind. So yeah, tell me, what if it really is all a dream? How would you live your life? Would you stress about anything? You know what I stress about? How do I wake up? What's there when I wake up? What is reality? What is the truth? What is the truth about a dream? All of that. Those are the things that I mostly stress about. I try my best to not stress about my personal experiences in this dream. Right? I try my best not to focus on my personal experiences in this dream, because the more I focus on these experiences, let's say someone gossiped about me, and now I'm taking that seriously, like it's a big deal, and I want to understand why. No, I'm giving power to that experience itself. I'm making it more, like I'm making it more impactful than it actually needs to be. Than if I just say, oh, it happened. It's a human thing. At the end of the day, it's something that I've seen. Fine, let me continue to do what I do. I'm not going to stress about it. It happens. It's things that happen in this realm. It's not like this is the first time this happened. People are being gossiped about all the time. And someone is gossiping about someone right now. People got fake friends, bro. That happens. People get cheated on, bro. That happens. People steal from other people, bro. That happens. People get scammed, bro. That happens. People lie to you. That happens. People manipulate you. That happens. It's all part of this. So should I really care? Should I follow the script? Should I react when these kind of things happen? Or should I be like, well, it's part of it. I don't like it. I would have preferred to be in a world where this kind of stuff didn't happen, but it does happen. So why? Why do I stress myself? Why do I make myself suffer? Because something that I didn't want to see happen in a world that I know is not real. It would be like if you were watching a movie and something that you didn't want to see happen. Game of Thrones. People didn't want that guy who was working for the king to die. I forgot his name. He looked like the main character. That's really what got people interested in Game of Thrones, because we're not used to seeing the main character die. So everyone thought the main character is gonna win. Like, they're telling his story and then boom, he dies. And you're like, what the hell? That's insane, because the guy can act. That's what made Game of Thrones brilliant. But you're not supposed to stress about it. It's part of the plot. So look at it that way. It's a dream, it's a movie, it's not real. Don't take it seriously. Do not give it your energy. Do not make yourself suffer because of what is happening in your own life. We find ourselves, there are people who have failed their exam and ended their own lives, right? Only because of that. Why? Because they took that seriously. Like, it's a life and death situation. Like, this is it. I gotta make it. This is really that important. So if I don't make it, it means my life is over. But no, that's not how you're supposed to look at it. Don't take anything seriously. Fail, don't take anything seriously. You're going through a breakup, it's fine. Don't take it seriously. You're going to recover. You're going to forget that person. Straight up, everyone can be forgotten, bro. Everyone can be forgotten. You think you never forget that person that you loved or that person that you love. No, you will forget them. You'll forget that they've ever been part of your life. You'll forget it completely. You'll be surprised actually when you forget. Like, man, I can't believe that I used to love this person. And you're going to start to see their flaws, right? Because when you are in love with someone, you don't even see their flaws. It just feels as if they're perfect. So you'll be like, but this person used to mistreat me, and I used to, not pay attention to that because I was in love with them. That's how it works. So don't take anything seriously. Realize that nothing is real. Don't even believe anything. It's what King Lo said. Like, don't even believe anything. It's like, even things that seem real, just don't believe these things. Just live life. Just witness what is happening, knowing that it's an illusion. That's how you win. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe any story. Like that's the final truth that I'm giving you. Like, don't even believe any story. Just live. You see those things. I don't even know what they're called. These things that watch life. There's one way that I'm looking at these things. I don't even know what they are. I don't care. I'm just watching. I'm like, oh yeah, you are a friend that betrayed me. Fine, that's what I witnessed. It's fine. I'm not even gonna try to interpret what happened or take it seriously. It happened. That's it. That's how you win, bruh. That's how you beat the hell realm. Realize that it's not real. It's a dream. It's always been a dream. It will forever be a dream. It can never be real. There can never be something solid in this thing. This is about consciousness, really. Just like I was telling you that reality itself is a mind game, right? It's really about consciousness. It's not about, like, the stories are not here to even teach you anything. The stories are here to keep you invested, to keep you attached, basically. You become attached to this realm because of the stories. Stories will always happen. Like, your life will never not have a story, bro. No matter how detached you are, there will be stories. Your job is to make sure that you detach from these stories. Because what can you do? If you can see that you are not truly in control, at least not in the way that you would like to be. You don't understand how this dream is happening, right? If I want to be a millionaire, I cannot just win the lottery. Just like, I want to win the lottery, let me just win the lottery and then I win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could try to win the lottery and keep on failing for years. It's because you're not in control. You want that, you can wake up in the morning and say, and feel like you've won the lottery. That doesn't mean that you're gonna win it. It doesn't work like that. Yes, people will lie to you and say it works like that because they're trying to make money. I remember I told y'all guys about the law of attraction. I was like, listen, man, if the law of attraction is true in the way that they say it is, wouldn't these people be giving you this information for free? Think about it. It's like Christianity, bro. Like, if it's true, wouldn't these people be giving you all of the information for free? It's like God is too damn powerful, bro. Like, why do poor people have to pay these pastors if God is that powerful? It's like, he's got to provide, bro. He's got to prove that it's God. So if the law of attraction is real, I'm not using the law of attraction to get money from teaching about it. I will get money because the law of attraction is real, and then I teach that to people if I'm really interested. But people don't even want to teach you what is really necessary to learn. You get what I'm saying? It's good, of course, to believe that things are going to be a certain way in your life, right? To believe that they're gonna be positive, basically, in your life. Like, when you're doing things, like when you're approaching a girl, you don't approach a girl because like you approach a girl because you think you can get her, and you must give her that energy that you deserve her. She must believe that you deserve her, and that's gonna show by your actions, by the way that you talk to her, you know. So that's life. It's like if you want something, if you believe you can have it, your attitude is gonna be different than if you believe that you can't have it. You get what I'm saying? And you might not get it because you don't believe that you can get it, because of your attitude. But that doesn't mean that there's magic behind that. It's something practical. It's something that you can explain basically how it happens. So how would you live your life if this was a dream? Would you care that your neighbor insulted you yesterday? Would you care that this was some chick that you were talking to that's no longer talking to you? Would you care that some guy had sex with you last night and is not talking to you today? Would you care that some people think that you're weak and they don't understand you? Would you care that you're being misjudged, you are misunderstood? Would you care that you don't have a job now? Would you care that yesterday you embarrassed yourself in front of people? Or you'd be like, well, it's just a dream. It's all happening in the dream. It's all happening in the mind. So why do I give it my energy? Why do I care if it's all happening in the mind? Why should I take it seriously if it's all happening in the mind? That what I'm telling you is that try to control your own mind. You see, like I told you in the last video that I published yesterday, that do not try to control reality. Detach yourself from it. Try to control your mind. Try to focus on what you want to focus on and not focus on what you don't want to focus on. You know, if something happened that you don't like, take your attention away from it. Focus on what you like. That's what I'm telling you. The same way that when you on TikTok or on YouTube, you come across a video that you don't like, you don't watch it for that long. You might watch it for 10 seconds and be like, okay, I don't like this video. You come across a video that you like, you watch it. The algorithms are going to suggest similar videos. Isn't that how life works? The more you pay attention to the negative things that you don't like, life gives you more of what you don't like, and you assume that it's bad like, but then you're focusing on what you don't like. So life is giving you what you don't like. Isn't that how it works? Think about it. I want you to think about it clearly. If you approach women, some of them reject you. You focus more on those who rejected you. That means that that's what you want. You are basically telling reality that, yeah, that's what I want. I want to be rejected. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like, reality is going to give you what you're focusing on. That's how it works. It's not real. It's more like a simulation, more like a dream. Look at it that way. Even in your dreams, brother, the things that you focus on the most are the things that happen. Remember, your dreams are made from what you call reality. So look at consciousness as yourself, as your responsibility. Look at reality as your responsibility, so that you will focus more on what you prefer. There are negative things that happen during the day. Some people are going to laugh at you. Some people are going to diss you. Some people are going to betray you. Some people are going to make you feel small. But there are positive things that happen, right? Someone is going to greet you. Someone is going to text you and say, hi, we haven't spoken in a long time. I would like to talk to you. And then you talk. That's a beautiful thing. Focus on that. Someone is going to try to make you feel negative emotions. You look at them and be like, all right, cool. Here's what I'm going to focus on. Focus on the positive things that are happening in your experience. You are teaching your mind to focus on the positive things. It will get to a point where your mind filters out negative stuff. and then you find that what is it even feels like the only like it's only positive things that are happening in your experience, while the negative things do happen, but you're not paying attention to them. Here's the thing: if I already think, okay, I want to give you this example, right? If someone told people around you, or let's just say you went to a new school and there was this friend that you had. This friend of yours was telling people that you are crazy. You are actually crazy. You are taking meds. You are crazy. Trust me, they will see evidence of that, these people, even if you're not crazy. Okay, you see, right now I'm recording a video, right? If someone told people that I'm crazy, you know what they will think? They'll think that I'm not recording a video. They will not even understand what the fuck I'm doing. They'll just look at me and be like, the guy is crazy. Look at him, he's walking. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to make a person seem crazy. Like, no matter what I do, they will think it's because I'm crazy. Why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that if you believe that no one loves you, if you believe negative things about yourself, you will always see evidence of that. So meaning that even if there are positive things that are happening, you will not see that. You will assume, it's like if you've never been loved, or you don't believe that you've ever been loved, even if you meet a person who actually cares about you that much, I've already told you what I think love is, but for this context, let's just pretend as if it's not what I told you it is. So you meet this person, they're showing you true love, bro. But because of how people in the past treated you and made you believe, and you believe that you don't deserve love, you'll think that person is fooling you. And then you ruin that relationship, and then you see the confirmation of what you believed. You're like, yeah, of course, this person didn't love me, but you find out they did. You just sucked because of your trauma, because of your beliefs. You believe that you didn't deserve love. So if a person says they love you, they don't mean it. They are just after what you have, or they are just manipulating you. It's how it works. We see evidence of the things that we already believe. So that's why I'm telling you that your mind can filter out the negative stuff and you can thrive. I remember there's this episode from Rick and Morty. They had this machine that can get rid of all of the toxicity out of you. Like, it can get rid of all the toxicity. Like, if you're a toxic person, it will get rid of all of that, and then what's left is the best version of you, because there's no toxicity. Moti was even able to get the chick that he wanted. Like, that he's been wanting all his life. Like, he was able to pull that chick because they got rid of the toxicity. Like, there are some things that you can get out of life that you don't think you can get because of, like what you're telling yourself, because of the toxicity. So can you imagine if you can actually filter out the negative experiences? You don't care, you don't mind that these things be happening. Because the real problem is that you care. So you see these things happening, you're like, oh, it happened, whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to stress myself because that happened. It is what it is. Like, I'm not even going to take it as if it happened. I do have the right to say it didn't happen, so it didn't happen. I'm going to be that stubborn. No, this one, like, I'm telling y'all, if you can understand what I'm saying, this is one of the best videos that I've ever made. Like, what I'm telling you is the best advice that someone can give you about reality. Right? This is that important. This is it right here. This can change your life for real. If you can truly understand it and adopt it and live by it. It's a dream, man. I'm telling you. That is my final truth. It's a dream. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But everything tells me this is a dream. Everything tells me I'm dreaming. I'm going to wake up one day and be like, yeah, I was right. It was all a dream. And maybe the mistake that I made was that I didn't look at it as a dream. So, yeah, I suffered a lot because of that. I suffered a lot because I didn't look at it as a dream, even though it was all a dream. I wish I knew what I know today. I wish that when I was a kid in preschool, I knew what I know today. When I was in high school, college, I wish I knew what I know today. Because that would have changed everything. But things happened and I took them seriously, and I suffered because of that. Because that's how you get traumatized, basically. But if you realize that none of it is real, it's not easy for you. Like, you can have bad experiences, but you're not going to take these experiences seriously. But again, I guess I wouldn't have learned what I've learned, or I wouldn't have reached this level of consciousness if I didn't go through the things that I went through. So I'm glad it still worked out, because I've evolved a lot. You know, like, I have evolved so much that I'm like, damn, this was not even supposed to be possible. Because you can feel it when you are growing and reaching high levels of consciousness. Like, you can feel it. You compare the old you and the new you, and you'll be like, yeah, damn, there's a real difference here. So it's all a dream, man. I'm trying to approach life the same way that the character that I was telling you about, Darius, in the TV series Atlanta, the way he felt towards the end of the series, right? He just smiled. Like, there's cops that are looking for him. It's like, yeah. And you know, actually, before that happened, he was chilling with his friends, and they asked him where he got the car from, right? Because he stole a car. So asking him, yo, where did you get the car from? And he said, I stole it. And they're like, they laughed at first because they thought he was joking. But then, as he continued to talk and said, yo, I stole it from the Bel, they were like, oh, so it's real. You drove us in a stolen car? Because he drove them, yeah, in that car. So yeah, they were like, you drove us in a stolen car? And he said, yeah. They were like, yo, you're going to get in trouble for that. And he said, I'm not worried about getting in trouble. I'm still in a tank. He was referring to a sensory deprivation tank, because he thought that he was still in a sensory deprivation tank and he was dreaming. So it's like, yo, I don't care about getting in trouble because I'm still in a tank. They were like, no, you are not in a tank. And he said, no, I am in a tank. And they said, no, you're not in a tank. And it was like, they were like, you really here and we're really your friends? And they said, maybe it's just my dream and you are just in it, always has been. Maybe your whole life is just a dream and I'm just in it. Your girlfriend is just in it. Your boyfriend is just in it. Your parents are just in it. And that's the final truth. As difficult as it is to accept, it makes sense when you think deeply about it. That it is really a dream and I'm just in it. Everyone else is just in it. You are in your own reality, basically. This is created from your subconscious. And to have a better experience next time, you need to heal your subconscious. And you heal your subconscious by focusing on what you truly want. Can you imagine if you didn't understand how YouTube algorithms work? Like, I didn't actually, until I started posting videos on YouTube. So let's say YouTube kept on showing you what you don't want, but you kept on watching what you don't want. You'll think that YouTube is just bad and it's showing you what you don't want. I'm not saying it. Look, I'm not saying we're not in a hell room, but still, we must understand how it works. So you just think YouTube is bad and it's showing you what you don't want, but you don't understand how the algorithms work. You don't even understand there's such thing as an algorithm, right? So you just be watching what you don't want and YouTube is showing you what you don't want because you're watching what you don't want. But if you watch what you want, it's showing you what you want. I remember I told you about this. My cousin, he used to tell me that Instagram shows him big booty chicks. And I was like, it doesn't show me. It never showed me big booty chicks. I've never seen a big booty chick on Instagram, ever. So I was like, bro, the reason why Instagram is showing you big booty chicks is because that's what the heck you're watching. That's what you're searching. Like, that's how it works. That's what you're searching. So it's showing you what it thinks you want to see. That's how reality works. So if I'm focusing on the negative things, reality is going to give me negative things, but it thinks that's what I want to see, isn't it? So if negative things happen, I'm like, okay, that happened, fine. Let me focus on what I want. Then reality has to show me that. If it doesn't show me that, I'm going to be too damn stubborn about it. I'm going to be like, okay, maybe the algorithm is broken. I'm going to be too damn stubborn about it. This doesn't mean that this is not a hell room. It's not a room that we consented to be in. You see, when I go online on YouTube, I chose to be on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? I chose to be on YouTube. I chose to watch the videos. Like, but then in life, you didn't choose this. You just found yourself here having this weird experience that we call life. But it wasn't your choice. It wasn't a conscious decision. You didn't choose your parents, like, oh, I want to have these people as my parents. This is really what I want. It doesn't work like that. That's what sucks. And that's why I call this a prison. A prison is a place that you didn't choose to be in. No one chooses to be in prison. Unless maybe you're... Even homeless people don't choose to be in prison. It's weird. Because I wanted to say, maybe if you are like maybe homeless and you don't have food, you don't have a place to sleep, but still, even homeless people are like, nah, I ain't going to prison, bro. I'd rather sleep in the street. Because at least in prison, they're given free food, they're given free shelter. But still, no one wants to be in prison. No one wants to be in a place where they didn't ask to be in. No one wants to have a dream that they didn't want to have. Like, you don't want it to be random, right? So that's why I'm calling this a prison. But just because it's a prison doesn't mean that it has to feel like a prison, right? It doesn't mean that it has to feel like a prison. Maybe there are things that you can do that can make your experience better, and that's what we are focusing on this channel. People will say, oh, this channel is negative. No, I'm telling you the truth, bruh. I'm telling you what Jordan Peterson will not tell you. I'm telling y'all what Elon Musk will not tell you. I'm telling y'all what Joe Rogan will not tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all what is really true, what's really coming from a place of truth. What's really coming from a place of honesty. I'm not telling y'all things, just for the sake of saying things. Like, I'm telling y'all what's coming from a place of authenticity. Like I told you that authenticity is important. I'm not trying to... Like, it's easy for me because I'm not trying to look a certain way, Like, I'm a small YouTuber. So I can say this. I can say these things that I'm saying. It's much easier for me. And I don't think... actually, I do think this channel is going to be big. Because I wanted to say that I don't think it's going to be big. But I think things are changing so much in the world that people are also waking up, right? But that's not the reason. I didn't start to make this content so that people will subscribe to the channel. I didn't even think that was going to happen. Like, I was surprised, actually, when people started subscribing, I wasn't chasing trends. I wasn't like, oh, yeah, this is a niche that works on YouTube, so this is... No. I was just speaking my truth. So that's the intention, is to speak my truth. It's not to fit in, you know what I'm saying? So... yeah, the people that are very popular, most of them, there are things that they cannot say. I can say what I say. If I become popular, perfect. I became popular, speaking the truth. Can you imagine? That would be a life well lived, bro. Like, you speak the truth and people support you for it, than you having to be fake. I told you about this realm, that people are wearing masks, bro. Like, they are loved not because, not for themselves, not for who they are. They are loved for who they are pretending to be. You get what I'm saying? So if someone who subscribe to my channel say I love you, I'm like, that's real, because it's coming from a real place. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that it's coming from a place of misunderstanding. Like, you don't understand me, you don't understand who I am, so you love this vision that you've created for yourself. Oh, I'm pretending to be someone else and you're loving me for that. Like, no, you're saying that, you're seeing my truth, you're watching my videos every day and you're saying, yo, I love you for that. And again, I'm not perfect. Maybe one day you'll stop loving me. That's how it happens. Maybe one day you'll discover something about me that you don't love and say, yo, I used to watch that guy every day, but I don't watch him anymore because I don't love, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird how things change. It's weird how you can love someone and don't love them anymore because you discovered something about them. It's the weirdest thing ever, bro. Same thing with the R. Kelly situation. Same thing with the P. Diddy's. It's just like, oh yeah, you used to love R. Kelly, and then now you don't even play his music anymore. But what is best is that you admit that you love the creative side of him, like you love his music making ability, but you don't love his abusive side. So you say, oh, I don't love this about R. Kelly, but I love the fact that he makes great music, because he does. He is really the king of R&B. Should we lie and say he's not because of what he did? He is, but we don't love the abusive side of him. We don't love the controlling side of him, you know? And this is one of the hardest roads to cross. Like, you have to be very careful while crossing here. And there's Reavaya bases. The robot's not working today. Like, look at how many cars are coming. Now I think I can. Cross. Maybe it's just my dream and you were just in it. It always has been that way. Regardless of what I believe, maybe I just believed in the wrong story. So maybe it needs a leap of faith. There's this movie called Vanilla Sky, starring Tom Cruise. It's one of his most underrated movie. He was rich, and something happened, messed up his face. He was very cute, rich. Something happened, messed up his face, and he wanted to be frozen until they can get someone who can reconstruct his face, because that was a long time back. So he was like, okay, just freeze me until I wake up when you have the right kind of surgeon who can reconstruct my face. So they suggested to him, because they had this machine that will generate dreams that you'd want, but something, so he agreed to dream, but then something went wrong and he had very horrible experiences in the dream. And they realized that, the ones who created the machine realized that, so they had to go inside his dream and actually explain to him that, yo, look, you are in a dream, this is not real. You've been in a dream for a long time. You need to wake up. And he didn't believe that at first. So the guy that was telling him, he also said that you must take a leap of faith. So he had to do something that I'm not going to tell you, because I don't know what you're going to think of it. So he did something to wake up, right? I'm not saying you must do what he did in the movie. I'm saying maybe we need to take a leap of faith and be brave enough to say, this is what I believe. I believe it's a dream. It seems like a dream, and I'm not going to pretend as if it's not. It's not a dream because I want to believe what everyone is saying they believe about it. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a dream. You know, the way Darius in Atlanta said it to his friends, that was brilliant when he said, maybe it's just my dream and you're just in it, always has been. It's like, no, now I'm going to be brave and say, yeah, maybe it's a dream. Why should I say it's not a dream if it feels that way? You get what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be interesting if you were in a dream and you said it was a dream? I told you about a dream that I had where I was in the sea with people, and I told them that I was dreaming. And they said I wasn't dreaming. They said I was crazy for saying that I was dreaming until I woke up. And I was like, yeah, of course, it was a dream. But none of these people told me, like not even one person agreed with me, even though I was telling them the truth, that it's a dream, I'm dreaming. Why? So of course, if you figured out what is going on in this realm, a lot of people will not agree with you. They'll tell you that you're crazy, especially those that you trust the most. So I'm telling y'all, that's what I believe. I believe it's not real. I believe it's a dream. And that's what it always has been. And the best thing to do is to look at it as a dream and live life as if it's a dream. Don't live life as if it's real. Detach yourself from the stories that you don't like about life. And maybe be more attached to what you like. And if what you like changes, right, then you detach yourself from it too. Because a lot of things that you're going to like, they're going to change. That's how it works. Like relationships, you feel like you've met the love of your life and that person changes or they cheat on you. They become the worst person that you've ever met. It happens, so you have to know, oh, now this is the worst person that I've ever met. So I have to let them go. I have to detach. Let me find a new person. Like, it's how it works. You might want to spend the rest of your life with someone, but it's how it works. It's the hell rim, bro. What do you expect? South African flag. I wonder who came up with this. I ate some, like this thing that was flying. So it got inside my mouth. What are the chances that something like that will happen? There's a car coming.
I go join the third.
There's a song that I play whenever I'm sad, feeling bad. There's a place in my head that I go when I'm feeling low. I can trust in the melody. In the song, I can't find me. Ever since I lost you, I've been so lost too. There is a come on, this song is beautiful, man. It's called There Is a Song. Like it's one of those songs that I wouldn't say the song is catchy. Like you hear it the first time and you're like, maybe it's not a good song, but then you listen to it again and then you kind of like fall in love with it. It's just that good, right? It's a song that every time when I listen to it, I fall more and more in love with it. It's not like, because there's some songs that when you hear it for the first time, it's just fire, bro. Like you love it, but then after some time you don't. But this song, bro, like I didn't immediately fall in love with it. It took time. But then it's every time I listen to it, bro, like it brings out something inside. Don't be afraid to be brave, bro. Don't be afraid to look at this as a dream. It's your own experience at the end of the day. You are the one who decide what it really is. No matter what other people are saying, you are the one who makes the final decision and say, this is what I'm experiencing, this is what is true. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but at least I will have been the one to decide what I think this is, rather than being told by other people. Because that's one of the biggest mistakes. It's like you allow other people to tell you what this is. Like it's you giving other people authority. So even if you're wrong, at least you're not giving other people authority. You are giving yourself time to grow. So you'll be wrong now, but maybe you'll be right after having different experiences. So I don't think you must be giving others power. You must give yourself power. You deserve it at the end of the day, as a conscious being who's having this experience. Thank you all for watching until the end. Tell me, again, I'll respond to every comment. Like if there's a comment that I'll respond to, I read all the comments and I love all the comments. You know, I read all the comments, but I will always respond to the comments. And I do respond to comments that people make even if they don't watch until the end. But if you tell me that you've watched this video until the end and maybe you have a question, whatever, I would always respond, because that really does mean a lot for you to take your time to watch this and actually appreciate, because that's real appreciation at the end of the day. Like you watch this until the end. It really means a lot to take an hour of your time and actually watch this. You know, it's one of my favorite videos. I didn't know it was going to be, because I don't know what's going to come out. Like when I record a video, I'm not really sure what's going to come out. I don't know how good the video is going to be, but this was one of my best videos and I loved it. I love recording it. That's why I don't even want to stop, but I guess everything has to come to an end. So thank you all guys. Thank you for supporting this channel. It wasn't something that I was sure, like it wasn't even the intention to reach like 12,000 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? When I started this channel, I wasn't thinking that, oh, this channel is going to reach 12,000 subscribers, but it did. So that's beautiful, and I thank you all guys for your support. Thank you.